Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Logan if this is your first time here. I love all things crochet, and in today's video I'm going to be letting a mystery jar pick out my project. I've seen a couple of creators here on YouTube do this. I've seen Crochet by Sammy and The Girl Who Knots. So I thought I would do this challenge myself. I think it'd be really fun for me to try out some new patterns. So I have my little yarn bowl planter here that I got from Joann right before they closed. And I have went through my Etsy and I have written out all of the patterns that I have purchased but I have not made yet. So I have them all here written in this jar and ready to go. So I'm going to pick out my first one. I'm hoping to get about 4 or 5 of these done in this video, and then I'll just continue to work through this jar until I have all of the patterns made. So I have some big patterns, I have some small patterns. I'm hoping to get some medium-sized patterns so I can get about 4 or 5 of them done. I'm hoping to do one tonight, so we will see how big it is. Okay, so I have them all here in my jar. I'm just going to mix them up really well. Pick one. This is the first one. I'm not going to... This is the mini cow and ice cream from Green Frog Crochet. Okay, I am excited to make this one. So I will pop up a picture here on the screen of what it looks like. So I'm gonna go pick out some colors and start on my little cow. I've already started and I've already finished the little cone. So now I'm going to start on the top part of the ice cream. I think I'm going to use this purple color. I think it'll look really pretty. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit of this cream color on top of the ice cream to look like a little bit of whipped cream on it. So I think that will look really cute together. So I'm going to start on the top part of the ice cream.
And a green one. Yep. So these are the colors I'm going to make: a green one, a blue one, and a yellow one. I'm going to jump right into the green one and check in when it's done. Great news, I have lost all my darning needles.
I have the ice cream all done. I have it all put together. This kind of looks like a little bit of like marshmallow on top of the ice cream. So there is an option to put buttons on here. I do not have buttons, so there is an option in the pattern just to crochet them together. So that is what I did. So now I'm gonna move on to the cow. I have finished my first pattern. This is Creamoo, the mini cows from Green Frog Crochet. I ended up going with a lighter purple color for the ice cream, and in the pattern there's an option for chocolate sauce. I decided with my color scheme to go with a cream color so it looks like marshmallow on top of it, and then when you open it up the little cow is inside. I think this cow is so adorable. You could really just make this cow on its own, but I ended up embroidering the eyes so it is safer for young kids. And I ended up going with a light pink color for the spots and for the little bobble stitch for the arms and the legs. You probably really can't tell the colors on camera because it is very dark outside and it is also storming, so the lighting is not the best, but I just wanted to show you that I did finish this. I will definitely be making more of these. I would say the pattern took me about 45 minutes to make. I was watching a YouTube video, and it was also my first time making it, so I could probably get it down a little bit quicker the next time I make it. I will definitely be making more of these. I think these are going to be perfect for market. I am really interested to see how they sell. I'm probably gonna make 1 or 2 more. I don't have any markets planned for the new year yet, but we will see. If not, I can always take it to the storefront that I am in. That's where I'm probably gonna take this one just to see how it sells. I think this is just so adorable in the little cow. I am definitely going to make some with the cupcake and also keep making them with the ice cream cone. I just really love these. I think they're really cute. So it is currently 9 o'clock. I think I am going to start on another one. So I'm I'm currently in my living room and my bowl is in my craft room. So I'm gonna go grab my bowl really quick and I am going to see what the next pattern is. I'm not sure if I'm gonna update you again. We will see how far I get and how big the pattern is. And then I will decide when I show you. I forgot to mention that I used Elise Veludo for this pattern. I have been loving this yarn. I cannot stop using it. I love how it works up, and I also really like how soft it is and how easy it is to work, and it does not hurt my hands. So that is what I used for this pattern. So I have my yarn bowl here. We will mix everything up and we will see what I get. Oh, I have two. Okay, here is the pattern. Fen the Fox or Wren the Wolf from Snuggle Beans Crochet. Okay, I am really excited for this because I have been wanting to make this pattern. So I'm gonna grab some yarn and we'll get started on it. Hello everyone, it is now the next night. I have been working on Fen the Fox. I started on it last night and then I've been working on it a little bit today. So I wanted to show you what I've done so far. I have the head finished. Look at these eyes. They are so beautiful. They are from Tara from Old Soul Factory. I love the shift of these. I cannot wait to show you what they look like in the daytime. So I have the head done. I have both legs done and both arms done, and then I have the ears done. So the only thing left I have to do is the tail and the body, and then sewing these together. So I'm going to start on the tail and then I will update you in a little bit. I wanted to talk a little bit while I am crocheting this tail because I feel like I have not talked to you in a very long time, and I also feel like when I do videos I don't really talk that much while I'm crocheting. I don't think I've ever talked while I'm crocheting, so I thought I would just chat with you for a little bit while I'm working on this tail. But I have not posted a video in a bit, and that is because I did my really large order for the local pumpkin patch, which I did do a video on. And after that, I had a 3-day market at the beginning of December. So right after I finished that order for the local pumpkin patch, I went straight in to market prepping. So I was doing a lot of that. I had like no inventory. So I was working really hard on making a lot of stock for this 3-day market because last market that I did there, I ended up selling out, and I really did not want to sell out this time, so I wanted to have a lot more inventory this time. And I will say I did have more inventory than I did the year before, so that was really nice. And I did not sell out, so that was nice as well. So I took all my leftover stock to the storefront that I am in. If you do not know, I do have my items in a local business that I just have there year round, and I can just take whatever I want. So I ended up taking the rest of that stock there. So now I am back to no stock at all, which is fine because I do not have any markets planned or anything like that. And I think I'm going to start, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I think I am going to start working on the pumpkin patch order soon. I'm hoping to start working on it maybe in February, only because they have told me the minimum number of items that they want to order, and I think this year they are going to let me have even more freedom than what I had last year, and last year I had quite a bit of freedom. So I am going to discuss with them kind of what they want and maybe start on some things. I'm definitely not going to be crocheting any pumpkins because that is crazy. I don't want to start crocheting pumpkins in February, so I think I'm going to stick with the items that are like the farm animals, maybe some of the bigger items that they want, because I know they want bigger items than last year. So I think I'm going to start on that, which sounds a little crazy, but I feel like if I start now, I won't feel so rushed at the end of the year, and also when the fall hits and I need to have this order done. They normally give me the order in June or July, and they open up in September. So I really only have a few months to work on it, and they do tell me that I can bring it in as I'm finishing it, but I would really like to have it all done at one time. So this year I think I'm going to take matters into my own hands and start on some of the items already, so I can give myself a little bit of grace at the end of the year. So let me count my rows, because I have lost my count on my rows and I stopped even crocheting. So give me 1 second. Another reason why I stopped posting was I was a little burnt out after crocheting so much for that order and also market prepping, that I really just felt like I did not have the time or the mental capacity to film and edit my videos while I was trying to make a lot of items for my 3-day market. So I gave myself a break from filming, which I did really miss, because I do really enjoy talking to you all and filming content and posting it. I do really enjoy doing that. So I did give myself a break around the holidays, which I really needed. And that is one of the reasons why I'm doing this challenge, is to make it a little fun for me and to kind of get back in the swing of things, and to not have to worry about making something because I have to, but because I want to do it for fun. So I really think this challenge is going to help me get into the swing of things again. So if you have any video recommendations that you want from me, I will definitely do that. Just let me know in the comments below. I need to write out some ideas that I have in my head. I just need to write them out and plan them out, because I think that will be really fun. So one of my goals this year is to post a lot more content here on YouTube. So I'm really hoping that I do that, because I do really enjoy talking with you all and I enjoy making content for you all. So I am going to continue to work on this tail. I am about halfway through this tail, not quite halfway, so I'm going to continue working this up, because I'm not very good at talking and crocheting at the same time with a new pattern that I've never done before. So I'm going to continue on this tail and I will update you in a little bit. My second pattern is all complete. This is Fen the Fox from Snuggle Beans Crochet. This is part of her Sploot series. I really love her Sploot series. Look at that big poofy tail. I love it. And the eyes looks so good with this fox. I really enjoyed making this pattern. Like I said, I love making the Sploot series. I've made quite a bit of them. I just really love how this one turned out. I can't wait to see it in daylight, but I don't know if I'm going to start on another pattern tonight or not. It is getting a little late. It is Friday night though, so I can stay up a little later if I want. So I might draw and see what it is, and then I may start on it and finish it up tomorrow. I'm hoping to get about 2 or 3 done tomorrow, since it is Saturday and I don't have any plans. So pattern number 2 is all complete. I have my mystery jar here. I'm going to mix them up a little bit, and here is my next pattern. Hello. It is Gail the Gator from Apple Tree Boutique / Stacy Makes. Okay, I'm very excited to make this. This is one of her fancy pants patterns. So I'm going to pick out my colors and get started on it. I'm very familiar with this type of pattern. I actually pattern tested for her and the pattern is releasing tomorrow, so I'm going to show you that tomorrow morning, but I am going to start on Gail the Gator. Hello everyone, it is now Saturday, January 10th, and I wanted to show you the patterns now that I am filming during the day. So this is the first pattern I did, which is Creamoo, the mini cows from Green Frog Crochet. Here is what the ice cream cone looks like, and then here is the little cow. Like I said, I used Elise Veludo yarn for this and I embroidered the eyes. So that was the first pattern, and then the second pattern is Fen the Fox from Snuggle Crochet, and I wanted to show you the eyes now that I have some sunlight. Look at how beautiful. Again, these are from Old Soul Factory. I love these eyes. I ended up using 25mm eyes. The pattern calls for 30mm, but I really wanted to use these eyes, and I think it looks good with the 25mm, but I do prefer 30, but I really wanted to use these with this fox. Thought it was perfect for it. Look at the color shift on these. I really love how this one turned out. So that is the second pattern, and then last I checked in with you, I drew Gail the Gator from Stacy Makes / Apple Tree Boutique. So I wanted to show you what I've done so far on this pattern. I have finished the head, and I used these eyes that I hand painted. I've been starting to paint my own eyes. Maybe I will start selling them, I'm not sure, but here is what they look like. So I have the head done, and then I have both arms done and the tail done, and then I've started on the body. So I should be finished with this in maybe 20 minutes. I know how these patterns work up, so I'm pretty familiar with it. So probably in the next 20 minutes or so, I will be done with this pattern. I'm just doing the solid version of it. I didn't really want to do the overalls because I wasn't sure what color would look good with these eyes. So that's what I've done so far. But speaking of Apple Tree Boutique / Stacy Makes, I did pattern test for Stacy. I do usually like to pattern test for her. When I have time, I always apply for her pattern test. Sometimes when I don't have time, I still apply. So today she released 3 new patterns, and I was able to pattern test for one of them. This is Steve the Stego. I did the one in a dress. That is what she assigned me. So I used Elise Veludo for this pattern. It even has a little tail. So she released Tori the Triceratops, Steve the Stego, and I can't remember, Eddie the Fox, I believe is what the name is. So I'm definitely gonna purchase the other 2, but here is this one. Look at the eyes. I love them. These eyes are from Tara from Old Soul Factory. I love these eyes with the purple and the green dress. Just look at them. I definitely want to order more eyes from Tara. I think I only have 3 pairs left from what I ordered from her since I used these 2 from her. But yeah, these eyes are absolutely beautiful. But moving on to the pattern, I love Stacy's Fancy Pants patterns. They are so easy to work up. Most of the time you just have to sew the head onto the body. Every once in a while you do have to sew on. There is an option to surface crochet these on or sew them on. I did opt to sew them on just so I could see what it looked like with that, and I probably would sew them on moving forward just because I really like how it turned out. I did, however, surface crochet the little tail spikes on, but other than that you pretty much just have to sew the head onto the body, and I really love how these ones turn out. I have made a lot of these. I think I have almost every single pattern. I have a few in my cart that I have not made. Also, I'm currently making Gail the Gator, which I have not made yet. So I really, really love these patterns. I love how they work up. For me, they work up in about an hour and 15 minutes-ish, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm doing the dress or the overalls or just solid. Obviously, solid doesn't take me as long as the dress, but I really love this pattern. I believe they are on sale, the 3 that she just released. I believe they're on sale 25% off until Monday, which I believe is when this video is going to come out. So if it is Monday when you're watching this, definitely go check these out while they are on sale. I really love them. They always get a lot of attention at my markets, what I've done so far. So this is Steve the Stego, and I'm definitely going to be making the other 2 from this collection. So thank you, Stacy, for allowing me to test this. I really love the colors I did. So moving on, I'm going to finish Gail the Gator, and then I will update you when I'm finished. I have finished pattern number 3, Gail the Gator from Apple Tree Boutique / Stacy Makes. I decided to go with the solid version of this pattern. A lot of times I make the overalls or the dress version, but I thought for this one I would do the solid. I think it turned out really cute. I love the eyes with this one. If you have not checked out any of Stacy's Fancy Pants patterns, I would highly recommend them. She has so many different options on her Etsy. She's always coming out with these patterns. I really, really love them. They're some of my favorites. I think they are the perfect size. I really like how this one turned out. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to draw for pattern number 4. I have my yarn bowl right here, so I'm going to mix them up and we will pick for pattern number 4. Okay, here is the next pattern. The mini Starfish from Chezdouxcoton, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know. This should be a really easy pattern. I should be able to make it in like 10 minutes maybe. Pretty small from what I have seen. Okay, I'm gonna grab my yarn and we will do this pattern. This pattern only took me 15 minutes to make. The next time I make it, I think I will be able to get it down to like 12 minutes. Really a quick pattern. This is the mini Starfish pattern from Chezdouxcoton on Instagram. It is available on their website for you to purchase the pattern. Really quick, it's only like 6 rounds, really fast. I'm definitely gonna make some more of these. I think they are adorable. I'm not sure if I wanna add a little smile on it or not. I kinda like it without. I think I'm gonna give this to my mom. She really likes the ocean, so I figured this little starfish would be really cute for her little collection that she has of my stuff. So I think I'm gonna give this to her. But yeah, really quick pattern. So now I'm going to grab my yarn bowl and then we will draw for pattern number 5. I'm gonna mix everything up here. And my next pattern is Magnolia the Mushroom from Todd and James, which is previously Madeline Mayco. Okay, I think I remember which one this looks like, so I'm gonna grab some yarn and then we will start on this project. It is a little bit later, but I did finish Magnolia the mushroom. This pattern is from Todd and James, which was previously Madeline Mako. I really enjoyed this pattern. I know I'm gonna make some more of these. I used Parfait Chunky for this project. I used the white marshmallow and then artichoke for the top. I think this will do really well in the storefront that I'm in. A lot of people love mushrooms who shop there, and also the owner loves mushrooms as well. So I think that these will do really well at the storefront. So I want to make some in different colors. I also want to make some bigger ones. This is a lot smaller than what I thought, which is really cute. I do really enjoy the size of this one. However, I do want to make some that are a little bit bigger. I really love this. I'm interested to see how they will sell. So this is pattern number 5. And I think I'm going to continue and do pattern number 6 for tonight. I am going to watch the Yarnies. They start in just a few minutes. So I am going to watch the Yarnies and crochet. So I'm going to put this one aside, and I'm going to grab my jar and draw for the next one. And then I'm going to make it while I'm watching the Yarnies. I'm really excited to sit down and watch it. You know the drill. I have my yarn bowl here, so I'm going to pick out pattern number 6, which is Bennie Dragon from Just a Mom Crocheting. I'm not sure if you're able to see that or not. Okay, so we are going to make a dragon. I need to look up how many colors the pattern I need for the pattern. I think it's 2. So I'm gonna go through, look at some of my safety eyes and see what color I want to do, and then maybe pick out the yarn I want to do. So I'm very excited to make a dragon. It is the next day. I'm in a little bit out of a different filming space, but I wanted to show you how my dragon turned out. This is Bennie the dragon from Just a Mom Crocheting. It is a no-sew pattern. You do have to do some surface crocheting, but other than that, it is no-sew. Here is my final dragon. Look at these eyes. They are from Tara from the Old Soul Factory. Look at the shift of these. I feel like I've been using a lot of her eyes recently, but here is my dragon all complete. I really love how this one turned out. So that is pattern number 6. I think I want to do 1 or 2 more. We will see. I'm gonna go run a few errands and then I will be back. So I'm going to draw whenever I get back from my errands. But yeah, I just wanted to show you my little dragon. I am back from my errands. I think I have enough time to do 1 more. We will see how big the pattern is, but I'm going to mix them up and we will do pattern number 7. Okay, and pattern number 7 is Swinging Dragon by Stitches Be Crazy. Okay, this one seems like it will be fairly quick, so I'm going to look at the pattern, see how many colors I need, grab them, and we will get started. I have finished my Swinging Dragon. I really love how this one turned out. I went for a woodland themed with this dragon and I really love it. I wanted to use the shade Chartreuse from Premier. That is a new shade of theirs, and so I thought this would be perfect to try it out. I love the brown that I used. It looks like it's sitting on a little log. I love this. I also used eyes that I painted, nothing too crazy, just some mid-toned pink eyes, nothing really sparkly or anything. So here's my Swinging Dragon. I really like how the pattern writer wrote everything and how this pattern was worked up, so I'm gonna have to check out some more of their patterns when I get a chance. It is Stitches Be Crazy is the pattern designer. So you only have to sew the wings and the ears, and then you do have to tack the hanging part of the swing, so nothing too crazy on that. The instructions are very clear on that. I didn't have any issues at all with this pattern. I really love how it worked up. I think this is absolutely adorable. I definitely want to make some more of these. I think these will be something different that, you know, you don't see at markets. So that is pattern number 7. I really want to make another item. I know I probably shouldn't because I do need to get this video edited and up for you guys for tomorrow. But I do really want to make something else. So I'm just gonna draw. See what we get. See if it's a small pattern. It is a small pattern. Okay, I'm gonna make this. This is Frankie the Froggy from Melly Inspired Crochet. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see that. Hello? Maybe if I put it back. Okay, Frankie the Froggy from Melly Inspired Crochet. Okay, yay. I'm going to make this really quickly because I know it's going to work up really quickly. Yay. Okay, I think I may use the shade Chartreuse because I really like how that one worked up, or I may use another one up here. I'm going to look at the greens that I have and I'm going to make this. Okay, yay. I'm so excited that I got a small one. I have completed my final pattern for this video. Now I'm going to show you all 8 of the plushies that I made throughout this video using my mystery jar. I am so glad that I did this challenge. It has made me feel really inspired and refreshed. So I am really glad that I did this, and I also am really glad that I was able to film this because I really did miss filming and chatting with you all. So if you want me to do another video like this, definitely let me know. I do have a few other videos planned, so I just need to work on those and film those, but I'm really glad that I was able to do this video. So I'm going to start with pattern number 1 that the mystery jar chose, and that was Creamoo the mini cows from Green Frog Crochet. I decided to go with the ice cream version. There is an egg, an ice cream cone, and a cupcake. I will definitely be doing the ice cream cone and the cupcake. I think I'm definitely going to be making more of these. So I decided to go with a purple ice cream with marshmallow on top. There are a ton of different options for the ice cream slash cupcake top, but this is what I decided to do. And then when you open it up, there is a little tiny cow inside. I also decided to embroider the eyes so it is safer for younger kids, just so I don't have to worry about that because I am going to take this to the storefront that I am in. But yeah, I really enjoyed this pattern. It was very easy to work up. So this was pattern number 1. Pattern number 2 was Fen the Fox or Wren the Wolf from Snuggle Crochet. I decided to go with Fen the Fox because I had some eyes that I really wanted to use and I had more orange yarn. So here is my Fen the Fox. I have been loving the Sploot series from Snuggle Crochet. Look at these eyes. I cannot stop making these Sploot patterns. I really love them. I have some more in my mystery jar that I have purchased, but I have not made yet. She was having a really big Black Friday sale, so I got quite a bit of these. But yeah, here is my Fen the Fox. These eyes are from Old Soul Factory, Tara. She is here on YouTube and also on Instagram, and she is one of my friends, so I really wanted to use these eyes. I thought these would be perfect. I used Elise Veludo yarn for this, and I also used Elise Veludo for this pattern as well. But yeah, here is Finn the Fox. The only thing you have to sew on are the ears and then the head to the body, which is why I really love these patterns. And I love the big fluffy poofy tail for this one. I definitely want to make the wolf, but I think the fox is definitely going to be my favorite. So here is pattern number 2. Pattern number 3 is from one of my friends. This is Gail the Gator from Apple Tree Boutique / Stacy Makes. This is part of her fancy pants collection, which I love. You can see I have one in the back here that I talked about previously in this video, but this is Gail the Gator. I use hand painted eyes that I actually painted, and I decided to go with the plain version, the solid version for this gator. I really love these. If you have not checked these out, definitely do so. I highly recommend them. I really love all of her patterns. So this is Gail the Gator. The only thing that you have to sew on is the head to the body. That's how most of these patterns are. Every once in a while you do have to sew on a little something else, but it's really not hard at all. So this is pattern number 3. Pattern number 4 was a really small and quick one to work up. This is the mini Starfish pattern from Chezdouxcoton. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I probably am not, but this is the mini Starfish pattern. It is so quick. There's only 6 rounds in this pattern, and I really love how easy it was to work up. I see a lot of people market prepping these, specifically Stitches by Patty. She is the one that inspired me to buy this pattern. I just haven't made it yet, so I'm really glad I did. I'm definitely going to make some of these for my summer markets if I have any. But yeah, I really enjoyed this pattern. Really quick and easy to work up. So that was pattern number 4. Pattern number 5 was Magnolia the Mushroom. This is a pattern from Todd and James, previously Madeline Mako, but here is my Magnolia the Mushroom. I cannot tell you how long I have been wanting to make this pattern. I just never can find the time, so I'm really glad I drew this pattern. Really easy to work up, and it's a lot smaller than what I thought it would be. This is the size of my hand, and I used Parfait Chunky for this yarn. I actually think I forgot I used Elise Veludo for these two as well. I keep forgetting to tell you what yarn I'm using, but I used Parfait Chunky for this yarn. I would definitely like to make this in a little bit of a bigger yarn, but I really love the colors that I used for this. The storefront that I am in, I think people are going to love this pattern, so I'm definitely going to make some more of these. I am loving this. It was very easy to work up. You only have to sew the cap on to the head, and then you have to sew this frill on around the neck. You actually just attach it in the back. However, I did secure it more around the entire neck, just my preference, but she just has you tying it in the back. But yeah, this is pattern number 5, Magnolia the Mushroom. Pattern number 6 is Bennie the Dragon from Just a Mom Crocheting. When I saw her post this pattern, I immediately ran to Etsy and I purchased this. So I was really upset that I hadn't made it until now, but what caught my eye about this pattern is that it is a no-sew pattern. You only have to surface crochet the wings and then the spine all the way down, and I really love how this pattern was worked up. I would highly recommend this pattern, and I love the color scheme I did for this. Normally I wouldn't do something like this, but I based it off of these eyes that I wanted to use. These are from Tara from Old Soul Factory. I've been loving her eyes, by the way, but I have really been loving this dragon. I'm definitely going to make some more of these. I love how it was worked up. At first I was a little skeptical about the wings, but as I started doing it, I was like, this is genius. So I really love this pattern. I want to make a lot more in different colors. So I already ordered some more eyes from Tara so I can make some more of these. I ordered them last night actually. So here is pattern number 6, Bennie the Dragon. I forgot to mention that I did use Elise Velluto for this pattern, and I used 25mm sinker eyes. Moving on to pattern number 7, which I just talked about, is the swinging dragon from Stitches Be Crazy. I don't have much to add from what I said previously, other than I am going to be making more in different colors. Just imagine this hanging in your room. How cute would that be? Like in a corner. That would be so cute. I really hope that these sell well because I really enjoyed making them, and I think it is a lot different from what you usually see people sell at markets and things. So I'm definitely going to be making some more of these. I would highly recommend this pattern. I mean, just look at how adorable this is. I'll give it a 360 here. I love this. It's so cute. I want to keep it for myself, but I know I shouldn't, so I'm going to sell this one. But this is just so adorable. I love it. Moving on to the final pattern, I'm really glad that I decided to draw one more time. This is Frankie the Frog from Melly Inspired Crochet. This is another one that I've been wanting to make for so long, and I'm so glad I did. I used Elise Velluto for this pattern, and this is just the cutest thing ever. This is Frankie, which is the smaller one, and I believe she has a larger one. I think it's Frankie Junior and Frankie Senior, I think is what they're called, but this is Frankie Junior, so this is the smaller one. This is the only pattern that I have, but how adorable is this little frog? I think this did quite well in the crochet community, and I can see why, because this is such a different frog pattern from what you usually see, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I used Elise Velluto yarn. I'm not sure if I said that yet or not, but I used Elise Velluto yarn. That I would probably keep using Elise Velluto yarn for this because I feel like in Parfait Chunky it would end up pretty small, which would still be really cute, but I just am really enjoying this pattern. I think he's so cute. Just imagine him sitting on your desk. Should I keep this? Should I keep this? I think I should put this on my desk at work. Maybe he will get me through the day. But here is my last pattern, Frankie Jr. Alright, that is all 8 patterns that my mystery jar chose for me to make. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite, or if you can even pick one, because it's very hard for me to choose a favorite. I can't even decide. So you'll have to let me know down in the comments below which one was your favorite. Also, let me know if you would like me to do another one of these. I am going to keep these in my jar. As you can see, I still have a lot to go through, so I'm going to keep these in my jar so I can do another video if you guys enjoyed this one. But yeah, that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you staying here and watching this video all the way until the end. If you watched all the way until the end, let's leave a little frog, because this was my last pattern that I did, so leave a little frog emoji down below if you made it all the way through this video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also follow me on Instagram at sunnydays_crochet, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone, have a good one.